This one right here. We record.
So hey everyone, how you doing? This is Clyde and Tanya again, back with another episode of Unscripted with Clyde and Tanya.
It has been a while. Like, we don't even know where to start.
It
It's
has
been
been a
that
while.
long.
I don't remember the
Yeah.
last time we actually recorded, but we are back, and I know some of y'all may have been wondering, may or may not been wondering. If you know me, you know I've been going through a lot. It's been a lot going on. So as we open this discussion up, we're gonna kind of talk about that. But first of all, let's get business out the way. We still need you to like, subscribe, and share. And then tell all your family, friends, loved ones about this podcast, what we doing, how we getting it done over here in Unscripted with Clyde and Tanya.
Yes.
Want to talk to them real quick and say hello?
So we've had a lot, man. We've missed a couple of weeks because
Months.
because we have, if you don't know, the passing of my mother-in-law.
Yeah.
My husband's mom. And the crazy thing is, I don't think people realize when we were talking about it, we wasn't expecting death.
Actually, I honestly 100% thought my mom was going to live another 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I had, and that's what we want to talk about today, about the whole journey. The journey was just that, a journey. And if you ever, we talked about advocating for our loved ones.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about the fact of the kind of relationship me and my mom had. We talked about a whole lot of stuff, even the therapy. You know, a lot of the therapy that I had was because of that kind of stuff. What I want to talk about today is kind of, what transpired through that process, and what did we learn? We learned a lot during the journey of my mom transpiring.
And I think it was like 3 months, but we had already dropped the podcast before we started going on the journey. I'm like, okay, God, was that like a setup? You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Brother Devin? I'm like, what does Jesus, did you set us up? But it was about 3 months. Really 2 years, 2 years of going on the journey with her in cancer. And she had a stomach cancer, ovarian cancer.
Carcinoma, something, whatever. But
Yeah. But we were thinking that she was going to live.
yeah,
And that was not the case the last 3 months. I think we advocated, especially my husband, like you advocated for her, as we were talking on one of the podcasts, how you advocated for her as a son. And I've advocated as a daughter-in-law, like in there, like y'all will not be feeding her no meat.
yeah.
Why she got a whole hamburger and she can't even take hamburger. And I just think on that journey, it was so much to learn because it did not matter what she did because our history was not great at all. But at that moment, it didn't even matter. I think if I've learned anything in the journey with her, I learned the power of, yes, some situations you untie, you got to let go, whatever, but I learned that forgiveness is way better than anything. Love over trumps any situation, especially when you love someone. I've been in a family for over 26, 27, 30 years. And with her, it was just totally different because she came and lived with us. And that was way before, I think a year before it got bad. But she came to live with us and treated her just like anybody else. Like it didn't matter the relationship that y'all had.
Yeah.
What mattered most to me as your wife was, this is your mother. Like,
and I had to get to that point to where I had to embrace that because, as you're watching this podcast, I want you to always listen with open ears, listen with open heart, right? Don't just listen to our story. Figure out how you can intertwine it with yours. Maybe you can relate because you've been there. Maybe you buried a mom, and if you buried a mom and you buried a father, like I can relate. I want to hear that. I want you to hear your testimonies in this podcast. Tell us, man. I know what that's like. Maybe you're in a place where you don't have a relationship with your mom or dad, and the things we're talking about today, you can relate. Maybe you're in a place to where you're in the middle of advocating. If you can relate, I want to talk to you. I want to respond to you. This was near and dear to me. This was very near and dear to me. But long story short, my mom, she did have cancer. And when we found out my mom had cancer, originally, I want to say about almost 2 years ago, we did not have a relationship at all. Well, I hate to say that. We had a very estranged relationship.
No, by that time y'all hadn't talked in a year.
Well, it been on.
Before that,
We was on
yeah.
and off, back
Yeah.
and forth. But it was very, very estranged.
Yeah.
If she would call me, well, yeah, it been about a year because
Mhm.
I wrote everyone off. And I want you to understand that I was at a place. I'm 40 years old. I'm 46 now. I was at a place of 45, 42, 43. I don't know exactly the age. But something happened when I turned 40. I didn't care. I'm
I
serious,
don't know
man.
what it is, man.
That's
You
a whole
know?
other podcast about
Yeah, buddy, when
when
you
you
turn
hit 40.
40, you like, man, yeah, you don't care.
I think I spent my 20s to 30s, Devin, and 39 pleasing folk,
Mhm.
trying to get everybody to like me and bending my back over backwards and had telling everybody, hey, I didn't want nobody not to like me when I was in my 30s. I
Mhm.
wanted everybody to like me. I wanted you to like me. I wanted my kids to like me. I wanted my daddy to like me. My mama to like me. When I turned 40, I'm like, screw all y'all. I could care less.
Yeah.
And so maybe somebody to realize the reason why I'm doing this right now, the reason why I'm acting up. I mean, there's rhythms to this thing, man.
And I wouldn't even say it's acting up. I would say it is you're becoming aware with who you are and your identity
Yep.
of what you're doing. Because, and number one, you don't have time to play. You don't got time to, you know what I'm saying, for foolishness. I did a video and I talked about how peace is a part of my portion.
Mhm.
And if you don't bring peace here, I'm not really dealing with you. I ain't trying to be funny, brother Dem, but if you unpeaceful, don't even come around me because I can't stand. It makes me itch. I love peace. I love peace. I don't like mess. I don't like all that. And I just think when that happened, and I watch you, because I think even for me, it was more later on in my 40s where I'm like, you know what? I'm getting too old for this.
And it's
Uh,
dangerous, man, because I'm sorry I cut you off.
no, that's okay.
It's dangerous because we swing. We swing from this extreme of being everything to everybody to the
Hmm.
extreme of being nothing to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I mean, I had to be a pastor, so I preached in that season. I don't think I did. Ooh, I
What?
think I just started back
What?
pastoring.
I can't.
I mean, think about it, man. Devin, we just had we
You
had as
just
many.
too honest.
We had as many
You
meetings.
idiot.
I think I preached. I was
But
present.
I think too, life happened. I would say that, like, just to anyone, like, life, when life starts to really life, you realize in that moment who's for you, who's not, what your energy need, where your energy need to go,
Mhm.
where it don't need to go. I'm not finna waste my breath. Even with them children, I found out, brother Devin, I'm like, hey, make sure you do A, B, C, and E because this is gonna work for your future. Oh well, no, mom, I'm gonna do it this way. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, I'm not finna give you no more energy.
yeah,
And then you come back to me months later saying, I wish I would have listened.
yeah.
And but think about it, our parents did it to us. So it's like to a certain extent, mine did. I would
No,
say
no, no.
mine
I'm gonna
did.
say I don't know if they ever undone it. I
You
don't think they ever undone
stupid.
it. But 'cause my mom definitely did. My mom, she like whenever we got old enough, we can walk. She deuces.
Man, first of all, I want to tell you, I wish we would have recorded that sermon. You were so honest. I'm telling you, man. My husband preached a sermon. He preached a lesson for his mom. He did the eulogy, and brother Devin, I was so nervous. I was like, no, no, because it was brand new. She stayed with us. He saw her take her last breath. I'm like, there's no way you're gonna be able to preach this because you were just you were
Yeah,
going through grief.
guys.
And I'm just like, no, when that man got up there and got to talking, first of all, I said, thank you for your honesty because you're not putting her in heaven or hell.
Mhm.
You're being honest about who she is and who she was to you.
Yeah,
Maybe she was that to everybody else, but she was this to you.
yeah,
But understanding, I remember three things you said: it's her side, my side, and the truth.
yeah.
Brother Deb say facts and the truth. But you also said this that you found out you were hovering stuff and holding stuff that she really didn't know about, that with you a 13-year-old kid
Mhm.
that was dealing with. And then she was harboring the fact that that same 13-year-old kid that was mad at her, she was upset with you because you left her.
Yeah,
You were the man of the house to her.
yeah,
You were who's right, who's wrong. It didn't even matter.
yeah.
And that sermon, I was so proud of you.
Yes.
I think the way you did it, what you did, I saw people crying. Brother Devin, Like my whole sister on the side of me just boo-hooing. She's crying because it was convicting to the house. It was convicting to, man, let this stuff go.
Yeah.
Like, stop holding on to this. Not let it go, but deal with it.
Yeah. I know for years, and kind of going into that sermon a little bit more further, for years, like I said in that sermon, I literally thought if someone said, well, it's his side, it's her side, and it's the truth, I feel like somebody was saying, well, both parties are wrong. There's another side to the story that's true. Both are lying.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize, no, that's literally my truth, her truth, and then the full picture of the truth. And that's what I had to get to the point, in a season of my life and get to the point where I was writing everybody off, I was living only in my side, my truth. Right. And if you didn't believe my truth or accept my truth, I wasn't gonna live with yours. And I can understand, man, I gotta say about when I hit 40, I'm 46 years old now. I mean, people got preaching on, people got 6 years of hell from me. They still getting 6 years of hell from me. And I'm now starting to adjust this thing.
Yeah.
That's what therapy has done for me, man. Because I had my mom has been gone now for about 2 weeks, and almost 3 weeks now. I had my first therapy session this past Friday, and we dealt with some stuff at therapy session. And that's the key thing, right? I had to deal with the fact. I kind of want to make sure I hang this hat here. I had to deal with the fact that I wrote my mom off. I wrote my dad off because of my truth. I'm still recovering with my father, still trying to figure that thing out, right? And that's why I want to be real with you. I want you to be real with you because this podcast is unscripted, meaning that we don't plan it out. But if I can add another title to it, I say the real unscripted podcast with Clyde and Tanya. We real on this thing, man, because, if my dad watched this, I love my dad. I love my dad. Man, that's my hero. And he might not even get it today, and I might need to text him and remind him. That's my hero, man. But my hero hurt me. So what do you do when your hero hurts you? And my mom, my shero hurt me. And watch this, they didn't just hurt me yesterday. It was a collection of hurt over the years that I allowed to go on, and I showed up one day and expected them to pay me back for all that pain in one day. That wasn't fair.
And I think that's the moment of, and I always say I had to have a heart to heart with my parents. I just had to have another one just the other day. Just having heart to hearts because of the growth that you want with your parents. And I think when people understand that, like, the older you get, you have to take responsibility of what you allowed.
Yeah.
And if you don't take responsibility of what you allowed, you're continuing to just blame them and not blame take accountability and what you cause and what you let happen. I tell people all the time, I was just telling you the other day, I feel like, I'm genuinely me, right? But I also realized, Brother Dan, I was like, man, I'm out here giving stuff to people that could care less about who I am or what I do. Not that I'm looking for nothing, because I'm giving because that's what I do. But at the end of the day, I got to look at what I allow.
Yep.
And I got to allow so much space, not too much, not give so much, but just give enough.
I think a lot of us, we give, and subconsciously, we don't know this, we don't realize this. I don't think a lot of people, some people do it intentionally. I call them scammers. When people, they do stuff and they know what the end, I can't stand someone trying to sell me something or scam me.
I hate pyramids.
And you can tell when someone's trying to sell you, you could tell from the beginning of the conversation, they got an ending to it, right? So for those who don't realize that they're scamming or selling somebody something, we don't intend on being this thing, but I think a piece of all of us have I'm doing this because I'm expecting something from you, right? But we don't know this, right? And what we end up doing is that I overextend myself. I wind up, giving you more because I'm expecting you to appreciate it. If I do nothing else, if you don't pay me a dime, I'm expecting you to appreciate it, right? If I gave my time, if you call me in the middle of the night and I get up out of my bed and I come to your before I became this healed person, or before I became the person healing. If I came to your bedside, if I came there for you, and then when it comes out to it, you should appreciate me a little bit, right? If you don't, you hurt me because I've done all this. I had just not got to the point to where I'm doing it whether you like it or not.
Right.
So if you don't like it, cool. If you do like it, cool. And that was the thing. I had to, in years, I had done so much stuff, and it's so sad. Years, I'd done so much stuff trying to buy my parents continuation of who they was.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying this right. What if I like you who you are as a woman?
Mm-hmm.
Life gonna change you.
Right. Period.
But I keep serving, keep sowing, keep giving you stuff because I want to let you know that I'm doing all this here so I now can put some expectation on you. I did all this. Now I expect you to stay the same and never change.
Yeah.
I
That
expect you to
part.
keep cooking for me. I expect you to keep cleaning for
That
me.
part.
And what I'm trying to do, I'm overselling myself
Mm-hmm.
so I can buy you.
Yeah.
And when you change, I'm mad at you because you hurt me because I overgave you me and you still changed.
Yeah.
And that's what I do in therapy is that, and she upsets me every time she says this. She's like, so what age is that?
Oh. Oh,
I
that
said,
hit hard.
what you mean? What age is that expecting your dad to do that?
Oh, wow.
And I'm going to say, that's childish. I want to say, helpful. But what she's saying is that, what age are you that's expecting your daddy to still do that for you, expect your mom to do that for you, and let your grown you tell your childish you that you okay, even though that didn't happen for you. And what happened was when he stopped doing it, I started overly producing who I was, who I think he want from me, with the expectation you're gonna stay exactly who I expect you to be.
Yeah.
And that's what we do in relationships. And we get hurt and we get angry, we get mad because we can't do enough to buy your stagnation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And we get hurt because you start changing.
Yeah.
And instead of embracing, this is the key thing right here, right? I wish 40 years old me would have been able to embrace that my mama would never be that woman I'm trying to get her to be. Never.
Yeah.
She
And
died today and she never. She apologized
Yeah, she did.
for hurting me back when we were in school.
Yeah.
13-year-old me, 40-year-old me could have had 6 years of peace, but I decided to have 6 years of separation
Yeah.
because what she did to 13-year-old me.
Yeah.
Because watch this here. 13 to 40, I said it was okay. 40 to 46, I said it wasn't okay.
Yeah.
I lost 6 years of relationship. That makes sense what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense. But I say this though.
I mean, not saying I forgave myself,
Yeah.
but I'm just got to do with the fact that that part, and I'm not even mad at myself for doing it, right? Because I didn't know that was what I call evolution.
Mm-hmm.
I had to evolve. This man that I am today is better because of what I did for them 6 years. You know, I'm glad I didn't take that 13 years and got all the way to 46 and never said, you hurt me.
Yeah.
I just know how to deal with it. But go ahead. I know you say you got something to say.
I ain't nothing to say. I'm just I forgot what I was gonna say, but I would say this is that I believe that if we as a person don't take a moment to snatch back our peace, our identity, our validation, we'll look from that in our parents.
Yep.
And I love my parents, but when your parents are the ones that cause you the most injuries, you got to find out how to protect. Because if not, you're going to end up getting new injuries.
Yeah.
And so I believe that's why I'll forever say, you know, going to therapy is the key to aligning yourself with the new found you.
Yeah.
And
I want to add to that because it's so important you said that because I had so many years of injury. It took me from 40 to 46 to realize how to even heal.
right.
I wasn't healed. So even though it took me a while, it took me that long to say, okay, I need to be healed enough to walk back and recognize what not injured looked like.
Yeah. I know for me, I would say for me, it was, I found healing, but I went back and got hit again.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? Like you find healing, you get hit again, and it opens up the old wound that was healed and it triggers it. And now you're going, you know what I'm saying? I think
Because you get out and you get healed and you go back the same way you went last time. With this, so I get out, I'm away from you, but then I throw myself back in doing the same thing I did before, and now let you hurt me again.
Yeah. And I think the thing is that what I loved about your mom and what happened with your mom, it was such a beautiful thing, and I'll forever stand on that. I stand on that because, and I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna sit up here and cry. But I stand on that because I watched how, because it wasn't just you, your brothers also. And I watched how the love that y'all had for her, it didn't matter what she did, because that's mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I say that to anybody. Like, at the end of the day, you only get one mama.
Yeah.
That's it. You only get one, depending on how bad, but you only get one. And therapy is the key to allow you to become aware to how to deal with that. And I think because you went through therapy, and because I've been through there and about to go again, I realize that it is necessary. But when I go back to the journey of your mom, it was a beautiful thing. I hate the transition. I literally thought she's finna live. Brother Devin, like, I'm sitting up here like, okay, she can't walk. That's good. Like, we gonna get you to walking. Get up out this bed. Let's start walking. Okay, she's losing her mind a little bit. Okay, let's, that's just, she gonna be okay tomorrow. Like, she gonna get better. And I would have never thought, the beautiful part of it was that to see you advocate for her, to see your brothers, y'all come together. We advocate. I feel like I was in that thing with y'all. Like, we're advocating for her. We're making sure that as much as we could do, we do it. One person staying with her and she's not there by herself. I think that's amazing to me. And the fact that I am scared of dead bodies. Brother David, man, I don't care. I know you ain't supposed to be scared of the dead, but I am scary. But I didn't blink twice when your mom was about to transition and she was coming to the house.
I thank you for that too. And I know I've told you that, but I want to say it publicly because my mom and my wife didn't have the greatest relationship all the time. My wife is a ride or die for me. And she feels like somebody hurt me. It's like, okay, you hurt my husband, you hurt me. And
I'm a mama. I'm a bull.
and I think that's my children. Because my children are the same way.
Yes.
My yellow daughter, Alana, she
especially
is the
that baby
worst.
girl. That baby girl is
all of them. I think Kiana got higher tolerance than both of them other ones. But everyone put everything to the side and say, Dad, whatever you need, we're here.
Yeah.
And it was important for me.
And even the girls not having a relationship. Well, Brother Dem, you heard Maddie. Yep, right there. And I was so ashamed. I really wanted to cry. I was like, oh, but that's Maddie. And she, that's how she felt. But they didn't have a relationship.
It was important to me for them to allow that to happen because it showed two things. The one, they love for me.
Yes.
Well, number two, they showed me their maturity.
Yeah.
And so that was huge for me because it was closure for me. It was closure. I never forget my mom would call and say, hey, when she called and apologized to me, and I don't know if I ever told you, well, I keep relating to this thing. When she called and apologized to me, this is how she apologized to me. She said, CJ, I didn't know. I think my niece told her, what I was still hurt about, right? I didn't know that you were still hurt about that and everything. And I know for a fact that, I hurt you and I apologize for hurting you in that day. And I would do anything to just come back and sit in your front porch again.
Yeah, I remember.
And she said that to me while she was apologized to me. Like, basically, whatever we got to do to get our relationship to the point to where I can come back to your house again. Yeah. And my mama, she was like, she couldn't get rid of Sharon. Sharon was down deep in her. No matter how good she tried to be, that rough, inconsiderate woman gonna pop out every now and then. But the thing is, that's why I would tell anybody on this podcast is that instead of trying to fight so hard, and I would tell people this about marriage, instead of trying to fight so hard to change her, to stop her from being that, I wish I would have learned how to embrace her sooner.
Yeah.
Not tolerate it. Because even I embrace it, I said, okay, I know I can only have so long with you. Because I went to mama's house, I knew my mama, I could be around mama about 45 minutes. When she started swinging, all right, it's time to go.
Yeah.
But I wish I would have learned, and that's why I tell you on this podcast, what lesson I tell you I wish I would have learned. I wish I would have, number one, embrace who she was sooner. This woman is not going to change. That's why I'm going to work with my relationship with my father. I need to embrace that this man, this is who he is, right? And then learn my level of tolerance so I can start enjoying the tolerance of my relationship. I wish I would have tolerated her longer, right?
Yeah.
I thank God, right, for the last 3 months. I thank God that I thank God I found out she had cancer while we was healing. It forced me to tolerate her more than what I would have. So it's almost like it was a blessing. I hate to say that she got cancer or that I found out she had cancer when she did, because that allowed me to get a relationship with my mom before she died.
Yeah.
And I became, y'all should have heard her, man. Whenever, I never forget this. This would be a piece of my life. Whenever the doctors was giving her the trouble and problems and stuff like that, and I said, "Mama, I'm coming up there." And when I came up there and I can see the door cracked, and she said, "No, no, open the door, open the door."
Yeah, she told me that. She said, Tanya, open that door, baby.
She's like, "They in trouble now."
Tanya, they in trouble now. CJ here, CJ here. I say, no, you not over there talking noise.
But to know that she in her stage of life, she knew that her son would fight for her. Right?
Yeah.
It's a piece of me that know that day that she called in on Saturday, she wanted that. And I think it would have gave her peace to know that I came, that one day I couldn't make it. And that hinders me a little bit, hurts me a little bit that I didn't go that one day. I should have got my butt up and went to the hospital because she really was asking
but
me
it
that
was
day.
storming.
Yeah, but that's a piece of me I always wondered, like, crap, if I went there,
Gotcha.
not that I could have stopped her from dying, but could I gave her a little more peace in the transition. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, but, I cannot go back and hold myself hostage because of the woulda, shoulda, couldas.
Right.
What I can do is free myself because of the dids, the was, and the is.
Yeah.
What I did, what was going on, and then, what can I do in the future? You know, what it still is right now, right? So I freed myself. I'm glad. I was afraid I was gonna walk around all this bondage or whatever. I haven't.
Yeah.
I love the relationship me and my mom had at the end. I feel like our relationship the last year and a half was better than it was the last.
I would say that the last 2 years was better. Like for us, we both stayed at the hospital when she was there, spent the night, the last, month or so, we would stay there with her. But also I believe too that's why I say I forever thank God for you to see you in that vulnerable state and bringing her to our home and the way you care for her. The way your brothers, Brother Devin, when I tell you them jokers they didn't talk a lot, but around this time it was like, whatever we got to do for mama, man, whatever we got to do. And I think doing what y'all had to do for her, I'll forever, I can't explain it. It was just amazing to see y'all come together, knowing the hurt, knowing the pain, knowing that at that moment it didn't matter.
Yeah.
And y'all took care of your mom to the day of her last breath. I believe bringing her home, it gave her peace. I never forget that face, Brother Devin. They brought her to the house. She's on her way. She's there. She's still alert, but not as alert. But we get to the ambulance when they were dropping her off, and she was laying down to where she was out of it, but she jumped up and said, "There go my baby."
And that was the last conscious thing she did.
No, the other conscious thing
No,
she
no, I'm
did.
talking about like what she was a wide awake.
Yeah.
She definitely, she spoke, she said things, but that was the last thing she did that she was wide, conscious, open, and
But
then
she
saying
was
hi to
able to
girls.
see that. What I love about it, when she said, "I want to come back to your porch," I feel like her being rolled into that house, she knew she was at a safe place. She, you know what I'm saying, Brother Devin? That makes sense. Like when she was able to see that land and see, I'm here, I'm at CJ's.
I want to say something right quick though to people watching, because if it's another advice, I wish I would have learned to tolerate who she was sooner so I can tolerate her longer. But also, this is something I gotta say to people too, man, because I think the biggest problem we have is African Americans. You know me, always gonna be hard on my African Americans.
Look at him.
You thought I was over? Nope, I'm back. Right
It's
there.
not over.
I'm back to my African Americans. Is that I was so dumb, Devin. I was dumb because I used to say stupid stuff like, I don't want to get insurance on my mama because I don't want nobody to say that I'm benefiting from her death. That was dumb for two different reasons. It was dumb, number one, because my mom didn't have insurance. So we all was saying the same thing. My brother was saying the same thing. He said, well, CJ got insurance. I'm not going to get it. I'm saying, well, Papa Isaiah got it. I'm not going to get it. And my mom died. Isaiah did get some insurance. I'm saying brother name. My brother Isaiah is my middle brother. Sometimes I think he older than me. But my baby, that's my baby brother.
Baby brother, he is
Baby
not the
brother.
middle.
Isaiah, he did get insurance on him, but unfortunately, she died before it actually got to maturity. And so it only covered the amount that he put into it. I would tell anybody listen to me, man. If you got a parent, I don't care if somebody's got insurance on them. Get insurance on 'em.
Yeah.
If nothing else, is to make sure that, I feel like this. I want my kids. I'm gonna say it from perspective. I wish all my kids get insurance on me so that it would increase their financial condition by me dying. My death, someone should benefit from my death. Anybody should benefit from my death. My kids should benefit from my death.
Mhm.
You can get IULs and stuff like that out, and it would increase the portfolio of your family.
Yeah.
But number two is just to make sure, no matter what, that she's taken care of. We got to stop looking at people benefit from deaths, opinions
Yeah.
of people, of you benefiting from people deaths, stop you from going out and get insurance on people. My mother-in-law, for years, I used to get frustrated with my mother-in-law because she get insurance on everybody.
Yeah, she do.
But now I'm
Man,
like,
but Devin, that woman got insurance.
oh,
All our
all
kids.
our kids.
I'm like, they got insurance,
But
but
why
I
she do that? Because I'm old enough to realize that somebody didn't do it and I hurt by it. So I'm gonna make sure that I do it for everybody who I know.
yeah, and she said it the other day. It was because of her grandmother.
Yeah,
Her
passed away.
grandmother, yeah,
Yeah, but
passed
didn't
away
have
with no
insurance.
insurance. But I would say that it was a blessing. Thank God that you and your brother do. Let's go to
Man.
businesses. Look, business owners, this is why you're good when you have businesses. His brother has a business. He has a business. His brother has a
And
trucking company, and they didn't.
we
It was
didn't
no
beg
issue.
we didn't beg nobody for nothing.
Yeah.
Me and my brother, and that's something else I'm proud of.
Yes, I'm so proud of
I
y'all.
had a goal that we was gonna put my mom in the ground
Hmm.
with no drama.
And you did it.
We did it. It almost
Yes.
got disrupted. Almost got disrupted. But I didn't want nobody. I didn't want my brother to leave. Either one of my brothers leave. Link. I thank God for my brother Link. He in Lincoln. He gave my
He
mama.
took care of your mom.
We just got the residue. He got the results. He was there all the time. But I wanted to make sure that Lincoln knew what was going on, that Isaiah knew what was going on,
Yeah.
and that nobody felt like in the end that they didn't get to say so.
Yeah.
I think we got to start controlling the narrative, man.
Yeah, that's why I was so proud of y'all because it was no drama, and I know most people go through that after losing a loved one.
Mhm.
Is all the drama and this person. Y'all made sure that your brother had everything that she had because he took care of her.
Yep.
Like we don't want nothing, man. Everything Mama had, that's yours.
Let's talk about the property.
Oh,
So right now, another place where trauma come in at because of property, right? So we did a podcast on Todd, the greatest thing in the world, transfer on dev deed. Todd,
listen. First of all, shout out to Instagram, man. Instagram has made it. I think we viral a little bit.
a little
It's
bit.
like 66K, point
No, we said
7K.
67 yesterday, bro.
67 now? 67
It's
point
growing about
on the
1,000
top,
every
and a
day.
lot of questions. Yeah, let's
Right.
talk about this. A lot
And,
of questions
and
about it.
I've been answering questions left and right.
Yeah.
But for those who didn't watch this podcast before, my mom has some property, and the property is about right at 5 point some acres, and it's another county. And so my mom, I once again that ignorant statement. I don't want that property. I don't want to say that I'm benefiting from my mama's death and everything. And if I would have kept that mentality, it probably would have been lost. Somebody else would have ended up with it because of the stubbornness. We gotta stop being so stubborn. We gotta stop being humble. And so my family member came in, and a condition was there to where if I didn't protect it, it would have affected their situation. So I say, you know what? I'm gonna go to my mom and ask my mom. We've talked about this in the past, but we need to get that property protected. And most family would have done it connivingly. I'm gonna get the property in my name so I can have it and I can own it. And once again, it's where that drama come back in.
All right.
Everything you do in love.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dealing with that tonight in Bible study. Everything you do in love. And love means you seek the benefit of everyone else before you seek the benefit of yourself. If it's always about you first, you're always gonna be the person who's the source of all drama.
That's good
So
talk.
when I went and got it done, I said, "Mom, do me a favor. I want you to sign this Todd."
And you also talk to your brothers. That's what I
did.
loved about it, Brother Devin. He did not make a step without making sure the brothers were okay with it. But go ahead. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I did. I did talk to them. I talked to both brothers and say, "Hey, y'all good with this?" And I didn't explain to them my full picture because I understand it, but I knew I wanted to do what was right, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm glad that they didn't fight me on it. They say, "Hey, go ahead, bro, get in your name." So my mom had some property. It was in her name. It has some back taxes on it. And what most people do, they'll go say, "Hey, put me on the deed." And when they die, you're on the deed. But it's a problem if you do that. And some people get wills, but wills cost a lot of money. If you know, will do cost money, or even if you got a trust costs money. The trust is the only thing second to better than what I did because it's easier. because it's automatic. I wouldn't have to go do nothing. It would just happen. I wouldn't have to make a trip to where I had to go to a trip to yesterday. But long story short, my mom said, okay, I sign it over to you on a tithe, transfer on death deed. That means that it's her property, her responsibility until she dies. But the moment she dies, if I file this paperwork right with the tax assessor's office, I think it's the tax assessor's office. You have to do the research on it. If I file the paperwork right, once she dies, I go show them the death certificate, and it's transferred to my name, and it's my property. And so and then probate cannot take it. No one can come in and take it. It's my property. So she signed these documents. My brother's okayed it. So now, once again, drama. A decision then don't mean it's gonna be the same decision later. So I wanted to make sure my brothers knew, and I texted them about a week ago after my mom passed, and I told them, look here, guys, I got that property, not just so I can get it and it's mine and y'all don't benefit from it. No, my grandmother left that so that her children can benefit and so their children can benefit. So what we've decided to do is to keep the drama down. Is that I'm gonna do my best to develop it, and I'm gonna get it to where it's starting to make some money. And then the profits, what we're gonna do, we're gonna split it.
Come on, Hood. Brother Damn, I just want to kiss him. I was like, when he told me he did that, I'm all about fair.
Yeah.
You know, right is right. Like at the end of the day, go ahead. I just love you for that.
My brother Lincoln, my brother Isaiah, and my sister passed away. Her name's Erica. I didn't even told her children that. So if y'all watching this, y'all know what I'm doing. My sister had 3 kids. You know, I thank God for all my nieces and nephews. So what we're gonna do is once we get it, if I make $100 off of it, Lincoln getting $25, Isaiah getting $25, I'm getting $25, and I'm gonna take the other $25. We're gonna split it 3 different ways to Erica children, and each one of them will get what I think is like maybe whatever the division of 4 will be of $25, and they're gonna get that for the rest of their life, because that's right. Right, we even talked about yesterday that we think about making a neighborhood out of it, and my grandmother's name is Ruby, and we talked about naming the neighborhood Ruby Estates, and then you're gonna have to turn to get into Ruby Estates, you got to turn down Sharon Lane, and then to get into the rest of the property, you got to turn left or right on Urkel Lane.
Yeah,
and
I want to cry. And that's his mom and his sister and his grandmother.
I might even show a picture of I might show a picture on the podcast.
No, you're not showing a picture. I don't need nobody praying over nothing. No, we know what. Yeah, my thing is that.
Well, listen, you had to get through Ruby to get to Sharon. Then you got to get through Sharon to get to Erica.
So you want to cry? Is that what you want me to do?
But that's how I feel, man. I don't want Ruby to feel like she left that because she left it.
Yeah.
I don't want Sharon, no, she just as special.
Yeah.
But I always want to live around Erica.
Yeah.
And Erica's buried right down the road from this place.
Yeah, from this location.
If I don't know Erica's my sister, my oldest. I'm mad at her because she wasn't here to help me put my mama to rest. She left that crap on me. I would talk to you about that. You know we're going to fight.
When you get to heaven.
I'm going to choke me out like you did when we was in school. But I'm going to let you choke me out. I'm going to let you choke me out. I miss being choked about you.
She passed years ago. But I'm like this. It's more than right. And this is what you call the importance of the scripture, of leaving a legacy. So even though everything with your mom, she still left you something that was very, 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 very valuable. Yeah.
And listen, this is another podcast, right? Because now my mom died broke.
Yeah.
My mama died with not a dime.
Yeah, that's real.
Sitting on property, renting from folk.
Now that's a whole word.
Devin, my mom is renting on welfare.
Did she put out my mother-in-law business out there?
No, I'm not welfare. She was on Medicare. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
My mama died,
but still
living on assistance, but was listen to, and I'm not using this. I'm not calling my mama dumb at all, but too ignorant to manifest property. And up until a couple of years ago, I was too ignorant to manifest property. Now I understand what manifesting property is. I'm like, man, my mama died with a gold mine.
And I think it's just financial literacy, is not understanding money and how it works.
That's what breaks my heart.
Yeah.
Because somebody else is watching this and they maybe have some property and don't understand. I want you to post in this podcast, say, hey, teach me. Just say them words. If you got property and you don't know what to do with it, I want you to post in the thing, teach me. And then I share with you. If I get enough people say, teach me, I'll let you know what the next podcast is going to be about. It's going to be how do you manifest property? Because my mama didn't have to die broke. I think it's not just financial literacy. it's also a poverty mindset.
Yeah, I think it's mindset as well. I do think it's that.
Yeah.
You don't know what you don't know.
Exactly.
I know if I knew what I knew now, Brother Devin, we'll be billionaires. You understand me? But we didn't know. You know, you don't know what you don't know. But I will say this is the experience for the last couple of weeks that we've had, and to see, you know, with your mom, I'm glad she's buried here with
Man, that was
us.
another thing.
And we're all gonna be by her.
Yeah.
And so I just think
Another thing, get a family plot.
get a family plot, yeah. And I just think this has been, if you haven't seen us, we're trying to find out this new level. We've done a lot together. We've built together. We have lost together. I believe we've learned together, but we never buried a mom together. And that experience was something I didn't want to experience, but I believe it gave me a deeper love for you. You know what I'm saying? I would have only wanted to be the woman that was on your side in a moment like that, to love your mama away.
I thank you. When you gave me the nod, because we're married, you're my wife.
Yeah.
When I said, babe, I want to bring her home, and you gave me the nod, it was so peaceful, because I know you would have, it would like, whatever you want, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm scary.
But I'm saying,
Let's be real.
But if you would told me whatever you want, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would have still done it, but it would have been, I wouldn't have been able to relax as much.
Yeah.
The fact that like you gave me that peaceful nod, I was able to enjoy the last days my mom was on earth.
Look, Brother Devin, and I know we gotta go. So I called the girls because they didn't have a relationship with his mom at all. And so I called them and I said, listen, you might want to go stay somewhere else because Miss Sharon is coming home with us. Yep. And we're gonna come home. Why, Brother Devin? I was so proud of these girls. They was like, because I had them all on the phone together. We did a 3-way. And they said, no, Mama, we've already had the conversation. It's not really about her. It's about Daddy. And whatever we can do for Daddy, we'll do it. And whatever we got to do to take care of her. It don't matter what she did. That doesn't matter. Our dad need us. And we're there.
Yep.
That right there, they had already been discussing.
Yep.
We were at the hospital, Brother Devin. We're staying at the hospital with her. So we don't know what conversations they're having. And when she came in that house and they rolled her in there, she looked at them girls.
She lit up her last
and
time.
lit up and said, there go my babies. Hey, babies. And both of them turned around and said, hey. Mm-hmm. And that was her last hey.
Yep.
But it meant the world to them. Yep. They was like, Mama, she do love us. She just didn't know how.
Didn't know how.
Yep. And that's the words that Maddie said. She didn't know how. Yep. And when your parents don't know how, because their parents didn't love them, we can't blame them.
You gotta, I would say this here to you. Feel your feeling. You may need a season, you may need a week, you may need a year. Heal. Feel that feeling. Feel that feeling you haven't allowed yourself to feel. Because I was hurt by my mom, man. My mom hurt me. And I had to own the fact that I was hurt because she didn't acknowledge it. She didn't say, baby, I shouldn't have done that. And I felt like she didn't care. I feel like years she didn't care, right? And feel that feeling. Go through it. But as soon as you can, allow yourself to heal without them having to heal you.
Yeah.
Because it may never happen.
Yeah.
And the last thing you want to do is them to die and they didn't get a chance to heal you and you didn't get a chance to love them.
Yeah.
I can honestly say my mom, I gave her a chance and she healed me at the level she could, but I was able to love her on her way out with no regrets. So I know your feeling is real. Your hurt is real. It's okay to tell them, you hurt me. It's okay to tell them, I'm expecting some things from you. But you got to realize in your heart, they may never, ever change. They are who they are. Even though they may not have been what you wanted them to be. Maybe they didn't treat you the way you wanted them to. For some reason, the way they treated you was who and what they were, who they are. But no matter what, there's a piece of them you need.
Yeah.
That's your mom. That's your dad. That's your sister. That's your brother. That's your grandmother. Whatever it is, whoever been there for you, I promise you, the reason why you fight them so much to change, because you need them. If they didn't matter, it wouldn't matter. But because they do matter, it matters. So I'm not telling you not to feel it. I'm telling you that I do not. I took my 6 years. I did. I just thank God my mom and my dad didn't die before I got over my 6 years. And now I'm working on trying to figure out how do I have a relationship with my father and how do I make it better. I am. I'm going to make a better relationship with my father. I will have a relationship with him before he passes, if my choice. Now, if he chooses not to, that's be up to him. This is my real. Like I say, we should call this the real unscripted with Clyde and Tanya. This is real talk. I love you. If you're watching this, Dad, if someone shares this with you, just screenshot it, says, I love you, Dad. I do. I'm just trying to figure out how do I have that relationship without expectations. I have expectations. You built a huge level of expectation for me. And I don't know how to be around you without expecting that. But I'm learning. I am. But I realize now, peace, love, happiness, and joy is way better than me feeling as though that I was repaid a debt that you should have never had. So I thank God I had a relationship with
I would say this too. I found out this, Brother Devin, through that entire journey. You need people.
Ooh.
And during that journey, I found out the people that ignored our hurt and that cared less, and then the people that cared.
You felt the people who didn't really care about you, they just wanted something from you. Because they would show up in the middle of you hurting and act like that you wasn't even hurting and still try to ask for something
from you. That right there, Brother Devin, I wanted to slap folks for that one. And it goes back to the saying that we said, you really find out who shows up for you. Yeah. And in that moment, I give a shout out. I did not understand, but I do understand now why people bring food. Baby, we ain't have time to eat. we needed food, man. We was starving.
I'm trying to figure out right now what I'm gonna cook for that family who just called today. I'm like, I got to get some meals together.
Get some meals together.
I got something because that family just lost a loved one, man. I'm trying to figure out how can I let them know I love them as much as people let me feel like they love me.
And I was like, oh, I don't want nobody in my house. They ain't no, man, I did not care. Come in my house. Just the fact of having people there, because there was nights we couldn't sleep. Yep. And so we needed somebody that would watch her while we took a couple of minutes of sleep. And just to see the people that loved on us and the people that showed up, we're forever grateful. Yep. When we looked in that church, Brother Devin, I was up there singing, and I looked back there, I said, where all these folks come from? And I was like, they come here to support us. And that right there.
Yeah. And I never got a chance to, so Devin, I need you to take this here and I want you to cut this part here out because I never got a chance to actually formally go online and thank everybody. So I'm going to get Devin to cut this clip out. And I want to say personally, I thank you. I thank you to everyone who called. So for those who watching this clip and Devin's cutting this out, my mom passed away and we laid my mom to rest. And so many people was there, for me, my brothers and my aunt, my wife, my children, my family. People brought cakes, people brought pies, people brought chicken, people brought, called to say thank you, say I love you, stop by the house. We opened ourselves up. And sometimes I learned you got to open yourself up. You got to tell people, hey, it's okay. Hey, I'm hurting. It's okay to stop by if you want to stop by my house. It's okay to call if you want to call, especially when you've been a pastor. You got to give people the right. And people took advantage of it. So if I never said thank you.
In a good way.
Yeah. If I never said thank you, if I never said I appreciate you, if I never called and said those things, I want you to know right now, I thank you. I appreciate you. I honor everything you've done for me. It meant and still means the world. You hold a special place in my heart. And not only do you hold a special place in my heart, you've now taught me how to love others when they go through the same thing. Mm-hmm. I didn't know. Thank you for redefining love to me. Thank you for redefining value to me. I felt valued. I felt love, and I still feel it. So I want to say personally, thank you for every meal. I gained weight because I ate every bit of it. Thank you for every call. I ate up every call. And thank you for all the visits. I loved them. For those who came the night my mom even passed away, I loved them. And it's thank you for being, the person that you are. So I say thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So this is to Miss Sharon. Rest in peace, Sharon Edwards Robinson. We gonna miss you, girl. That's all I have.
That's it as well. I love you. God bless you.
God bless you.
Be blessed.
I want to put